Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Command Wolf Gaming. I'm CWG, and welcome back to Timberborn. We're getting it loaded up right now. I'm actually seeing it load up on screen very, very slowly. So, okay, there we go. All right, guys, here we are. Whoa, hello. Wait for the program to respond. That's the first time that happened in a bit. Okay, there we go. All right, so we're kind of picking up where we left off last time we streamed, which was 2 Wednesdays ago, I'm assuming. Um, okay, so for those that don't know, before we actually jump into this, we got a poll in the top left hand corner. As you can see there, that it's all kind of messed up right now because it reloads in. So basically what we do is we actually judge our Wednesday night live streams to see which ones we're going to be playing, and for this week it was Timberborn. So that's where we're at right now. In fact, I gotta reset this. Was it straw poll? Gonna pull that up. Now I am using straw poll to do like the polls in general because they can go to like every single group. So what I can do? How do we? There we go. Okay. Boom. And I believe it should reset. It will reset. I'm not gonna make a big deal about it. But anyway, yeah. So typically, what we do is we base our poll off of. Actually, you can see it here. We base this poll off of what we're going to be playing. If you guys want to vote, I will be putting the poll in the chat. So, which I'm going to do right now for you guys who are interested. Uh, oh, okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Now, we are actually streaming to pretty much a lot of uh, platforms today. Dejur, is that you? Are you already chatting to me? I'm assuming you are. Let's see. Live streams. Close that out. Goddamn mic. Okay, yeah, that was you. I am doing fine, Dejur. I had to take a little bit of a break. I am kind of I was a little crispy from a streaming. I just had to take a break. So now I am. I'm here now. So what else am I streaming to? I think it is just Cake Rumble. Yeah. Okay. I got all the platforms. All right. Cool. So yeah, we're back. Seemed the vacation was in order. Yeah. No, I really needed a vacation. I was losing my goddamn mind. Um. Okay. So last time we were playing, we were actually building this area up to create our battery. I think that's what we're really going to focus on. Is there water in there? There is water in there. How'd that water get in there? Where did that water come? Oh, it must have came from over here. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, I needed a little bit of a break because I was absolutely losing my goddamn mind. Um, let's see here. Okay, so we got quite a few already in there, and they're being built up. Okay. Why is oh, I do? Why is this? Why is this not working? I need that centrifuge. All this is working. Oh, okay, yeah. I think I remember what I was doing now. Well, maybe not, but I think I got something down. So let's see over here. Let's do. Yeah, we're gonna go there. Take this. I'm gonna have to clear this one tree out over here. Really don't want to lose this. Cut that. Like that. Then we can do a... Well, technically... No, I can't do it that way. Damn it. Well, if I go like this and flip it. Yeah, that'll work. Then I can do choppy chop. Is there a reason why I have these still marked off for cutting? You don't need that. Okay, cool. Alrighty then. Working on the battery. That's what we're doing. God damn. We worked on this last time, which is actually making sure we still have continuous water flow. Honestly, now that I think about it, we didn't need to go all the way up to the top like this. We could have simply just kept it here at the bottom. I don't know. I feel like it just looks nicer. So we'll just keep that as is. I want to get the batteries hooked up today. So that is what I think I will be focusing on. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. Because I need to basically collect this poopy water. So unless, you know what I could do, right? To just try to create more like hydration. Well, not hydration, but more of a backflow. I can go like this, right? And then obviously in the middle here, we can chop that off, and we can put the pumps a little further up so it can kind of back this up, you know. Let's pause that one and get rid of that one. Grab that, grab this. Gonna have to do that one. Then I have to somehow... Ooh, I don't think there's a good way I can do that one. You know what? Forget this. We won't do it here, just for the simple fact that this tree is in the middle of everything, and I don't want to be dealing with that. I will do it starting here, right? Go like this. And I guess I can put it right here. So we don't have any accidents. And this is... Okay. Because we kind of want to back this up a little bit over here. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. Extract is the only thing that's slowing us down. I need to do... Where are you going? Okay, I see what you're doing over here. All right. We got... Is this not... Oh, I see what's going on here. I see what happened here. I see what happened. It's just I'm an idiot. I totally dried that up because I stopped that. But now that it's running again, we don't have to worry about that as much. So that is working. Technically, if I really wanted to, I can get rid of this. I think just a manual load is fine on that. These used to, at least from what I remember, whatever flow rate. I really want to try these. Like, I wonder how these work. I'm going to get rid of these floodgates. Then we're just going to pick this up. Hopefully somebody does that real quick. Extract is being made. That's good. Do we not have anybody in here? Turn that on. Alright, cool. Now we got people in there. I gotta make sure I gotta keep people flowing. Keep people moving. Alright, so now I actually want to try while we're here. Impenetrable. Oh, no. Oh, shit. I'm gonna have to back you up. I'm gonna have to take you out and put you over here. Well, poop on a stick. Well, I can always do it like this, right? I could do something like this. And then do the throttle. See how that works. Flow limit. I don't know what that means. Maybe this works better than the actual fill limit. Maybe this is just to help retain this stuff back. Okay, I can see that. I could actually see that. Okay, let's just get rid of these. We really don't. We technically don't even need this whole thing here. I was just doing that to try to save some time. Okay. Why are people still walking over here? Okay, now we're getting people working the bombs again. I think we're pretty much at the ground level anyway. So they all got the explosives. We just need to extract now. Okay, this be. Yeah, I think we're getting close down to ground level. Let me actually kind of like, not this. It's just hard to tell because I gotta bring this all the way down to bedrock. That's 0. So I think we're actually kind of close enough because I think that's the explosive. So we're only 1 layer off. then I can just put a simple bomb on there. I don't have to do these. The only thing is that this is just taking a bit of time, and it's taking a bit of time because we didn't have enough extract because I screwed up. So I am actually trying to do this over here as well. Trying to get these stupid logs and planks out. Can we get... I think it's just a small pile. Then we can throw logs on there. And this will be planks. I do want to put like a flow rate thing right here to see what the difference between that and this is. I think this is just to fill up, right? It doesn't change the flow rate per se. I'm also trying to build up a bunch of stuff over here. This is actually really, you know what I could have done? No, that won't work. That won't work here. I was gonna say, oh, I could have put another mill over here, right? But that wouldn't have worked. Are we still doing good over here? We're still doing good over here. Let's see. I got it on a 24-hour cycle so we can kind of continue doing things. Turn that off. So basically, we are out of scrap metal. That is not good. Gonna have to... oh, yeah, I was working on this stuff over here, right? I need to get that going. Well, this is just for the bad water. So don't care about that. This is the next scrap metal pile that's closest, unless there was something else. There's one over here, too. There's typically... oh, there we go. Underground ruins right over there. Yeah. And there's one up here. I guess I could... if we do one this way... like, if we do... well, I would have to do a path anyway. Like, this is already going up, which is good. That actually kind of saves me a bit of time. And then I need a bridge. Or a platform, whichever works here. That works. Unless I do a bridge. I'm just giving these guys a little bit more time to work on the gravity batteries before I go and do this. So I do you there. Assuming can put you there. Then can we connect you? No, we cannot. This is on a loop, right? So let's remove you there. Add connection to here. You have to go here. Then I guess we're going to have to attach another pylon. Unless we can reach. No. Too far. We can do another one over here. Then do this to here. And then to there. So we can got a loop going on now. And then I need metal. Can do that. Don't have enough science point, but that's fine. We'll just throw you there, and we'll throw a, I think it was a medium warehouse? No, we'll just throw a large pile and make that metal. Actually, no, it's that metal. Can you mine for metal or just scavenge it? The underground mines, these will be an infinite metal source. As you can see here, underground depth infinite. These are finite. So like each one of these structures only give us so much. So these are just kind of like a quick stopgap. Now the reason why I'm doing these zip lines all the way over here is just to make it easier on me. It's or at least easy on the beavers to get from point A to point B. Did anybody clean this up yet? Okay, cool. Somebody did clean it up. Let's do a levy, and I wanted to do a throttle and a throttle. We got a lot of thirsty beavers, but we do have actually quite a few pumps working right now. Still kind of working on everything over here. We got hungry beaver. It's just because I made them work 24 hours 2 days in a row. I'll give them a bit of a break. Put it to 12 hours. So planks are just slow down here. Like, we still got a lot of power coming through, as you can see here. Like, we got all the water wheels going. I just got to connect it a little bit better. Can we get these going? Please and thank you. Let's just check on the... Okay, we got a few going on here. Now let's just see if we can put a battery. Well, we can put one battery there. See, that would wrecks the group. Why is that not working? Oh, I see what it does. I gotta take this, I gotta put it one level up, and then... Nope, not you. One level up, and then I can put the zip line on top of it. Then this can go to there, and that can go to here. And I think that will clear a area for the craft. Yep. We can start gathering some power. And where else did it go to? How far did it go over? Okay, that's still flowing, which is good. I think this just controls speed. So if I have this, like, set to 1.25, it will allow a speed of 1.25 through here. Which I don't think is really working right because this is still going around this edge. So we might have to get rid of this. I'll get rid of this edge. So, well, I can always just dump that. Yeah, that would be stupid if we did that. Never mind. This. Yeah, you can throttle the flow rate to adjust the output of your water wheels or slow the drain of the lake. Yeah, um, exactly. That I was actually trying to get some more water this way, because I want to make sure that this is going. But we do have two water sources. See, that's the thing. You can see right now that this water is coming down here, and we do have it blocked off. So it's either going this way or it's going this way. I think it's going this way, so I should just stop that. But that was more of a, like, in case we flood type of situation going on. Like so. Yeah, as you can see. Yeah, this one over here is just based on water level, right? Like, these are set to go to about 1 meter, which is, that is as high as this is, 1 meter. Obviously, if we go back over here, you can see it's descending 0.95, 0.9, and then 0.85. That's so that, we don't get like a weird, like all of them running at once and dumping out all the water. It's just like a constant flow rate going for us. This is almost done. We're getting the batteries installed, which is fantastic. Then I have to... Oh, I was doing this too. Damn it. We have to get rid of this tree right here, because then I have to come down this way and basically connect it into here. So, how am I going to do this? Actually, this is a poor... And now that I think about it, this is a poor spot for this. Because I would have to connect it here, right? Get that. Pick that up. Treated planks are expensive, man. Did we set this up? Yeah, or we started to set it up. Okay, so now that we know that the flow rate is better than the fill, especially for this type of area, we'll do a throttle valve. Just to try to slow this water down so that we can back up some of this toxic water. Don't know if that's going to work like I want it to, but we can try it. Because then we can get like a small pool of bad water going on over here, and I don't have to sink everything down into the ground. I got 3 people who don't have jobs. The problem is I don't know where there is an empty job. Unless we go over here. Hauling post is full. Builder's high is full. What the hell happened? I guess it's good to have more people than we actually need, but still, it's just, what the frick? Okay, so how is our food source going in? 306 and 239 potatoes. Do we have anybody in here? We do have people in here. Nothing to do with that. I don't think they can get back there, so I'm not going to worry about that. Actually, could they get back here, there from here? They could, couldn't they, right? Like, if I go like that, right? Can we plant more crops? We could. We can pretty much plant it into this section area as well. So what are we doing right now? Spatterdock? Let's do some cattails. We haven't done cattails yet. And we'll have that there. I think it goes all the way up there. Oh, no, not this one. So pretty much this section will be cattails. Eventually, maybe I'll put some more over here, but yeah. Yeah, see, we still got a lot of water coming through here. Well, I'm going to try to slow this down. That's all the way up. Okay, we got a little bit of water overflow. Should be fine. It's fluctuating over here. I'm not liking that. It's not going to work. Okay, let's go over here. I was just trying to get this to work because otherwise it's just a dummy. Unless I can try to get the water, because we're getting constant water flow over here, I can try to bring the power over here. That would take a lot, though. Well, unless I go down and up and everything, I could possibly do it that way. That would take a bit of time, though. I don't know if I would like that. Let's take a look at the power. You guys are still working on this. The extract is the slowest thing right now. Prioritized by haulers. What are we waiting for? Planks? Don't we have like a ton of planks? Okay, very good. All right, so that's connected again. Fantastic. That stuff over there is all low priority. I'm not worried about that right now. These are still going. See, that's what I don't like. Okay. Did slow this down a little bit. Let's try to go even more. See, the thing is, we have 3 things over here, right? And that is still bringing power over this way. To the extractor, that, and everything else. This is good. We got gravity in the battery now. We got, or it's charging at least. Because now, I'm going to have to bring... Let me just kind of set these up. So if we go like that, put you there. And we got a drow approaching. That's not fun. Get that away from there. Pause you. Then we gotta get another grab, more grabs. Oh, is that? It's because of this wire, ain't it? Damn it. Let's see. Let's disconnect. Trash that. Add you there. Then we gotta do you to... I guess we can bounce you that way. Right? And then you can connect there, so... Then we can do another graph. Okay. This is what I kind of really want to do today. Just get the gravity batteries up and running. This is like really the high priority thing that I want to get done. These are not ready. These are not ready. Yeah, everything down there. I think we're at cap anyway, so I'm not going to worry about that. So. Because then we got this whole section that we got to deal with too. All this over here. Because I want to lower down the level in here. So it gives us a bit more storage. So we know that this is connected. Right? So I need to go over here. And I need to basically start connecting the battery. Basically, we're just going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. Then this has to go this way. Then boom, boom, and like that. Actually, how are we going to do this? Well, we don't need this path all the way over here anymore, right? So we can get rid of this. And then just do like so. And that will connect the path together. Just would need that to this. Then I'm hoping that they'll be able to reach over to take care of this. Get rid of you and get rid of you. Because I think we just need straight power shafts. There we go. Alright, good. That should work. Technically, we can possibly get one of these going too. Now, these things are huge. Well, yeah, well, I can plug it in over here, right? Ah, poop on a stick. I have to come. How am I going to get to up to here? Let's pause. Okay, we got drought season going. Do want to get a final rush into here. Let's go over here, snap this closed, snap this closed. Now, what was it doing with the thing over here? Oh yeah, I was doing this to here. And I gotta go this way. Then I can go back down. Oh, this is gonna be a confusing mess, isn't it? Shaft. Oh, see, that tree is in the damn way. Fine, we'll do... Hit that. And then we can do these. And then we'll keep this monstrosity of a thing over here just in case we got to get access or do a little bit more expansion here. Like, I might actually be able to get more of these too. So we got some big weather things over here. Nope, just this one right here. Yeah, we can't even get to that one. All right, cool. Well, not cool. If it works, it works. Okay. There we go. Okay, so they're building up that. We got 6 days. I think we got enough water for 6 days, right? Yeah, we got quite a few things of water over here. Let me guys know if I'm too low for you, like volume wise. Just let me know. I think I shouldn't be, but if I am, I'll try to make an adjustment on that. I actually want to see. Can I put one of these big things there? Like, how close can I get these together? One there, one there. These do require paper. So let's turn the paper mill back on. So that means I could do this one over here too. And get a paper mill as well. I think it's about time I get rid of these. You know what? Because we have the observatory up here, you know? Oh, the one battery completely drained. That's not good. see, the thing is, we don't need this anymore. This is kind of like a moot point. I can put it like as a little bit like a lower priority so that we can fill out other things to do. So I think we'll do it that way. You are set. See, this is what I was worried about, that we're not going to be able to do this correctly. So let's do fill, 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 and fill. Can't get all required materials. I'm assuming it's because we're stuck behind trees over here. So we'll sit down a log. 2 loggers. Throw in a medium pile. Mark this for logs. And then we'll chop everything down over here. Doo-da, doo-da. Chop everything down over here all the doo-da day. Just gonna lower the priority down on that so we can get the other stuff reignited again. Why do we have this over here? Oh, I think I was trying to put batteries over here as well. Have an interior and exterior battery. All right, there we go. Oh. 0.85, 0.9, 0.95, and then we go all the way up to 1 on you. Okay, getting some water back in here. That's good. A lot of our plants died in here. That's fine. That's just the spatter dock, which we already have a storage of, 46. We're actually making some new spatter dock. I need to get an actual upgrade done for that too. How are we doing over here? All right, we haven't really touched anything over here. I'm still fine with that. How are we doing with scrap metal? Scrap metal? Which one are you? Ooh, we don't have any scrap metal. Shit. Well, shit on a brick. What are you guys doing? Get all that done. Hurry. Hurry now. Well, we still got a day, so that's good. Ah. This is a horrible time. You're speaking volume is fine. Sorry for the delay. I was painting a test patch to see if the paint I got was color matched correctly. If it doesn't darken as it dries, well, back to start tomorrow. Honestly, the whole thing with the color drying, right? I learned long ago that if I'm ever doing painting, right, I'm always just gonna make sure that I buy um, I quite literally just get a darker color. I just can't put up. I just can't do it. I'm just like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. So I usually, when I do, at least paint wise, I go and I just grab the darker color from what I'm looking at to prevent myself from going nuts with paint. That's at least what I do. Now, I actually do want to check something. If I do that there, does that... Okay, it will not. All right, cool. They do Renos in my part. They kind of suck it a little bit. So I'm trying to make some minor fixes. Ugh, unuglifying my apartment. I get it. You should. I never showed my condo. I own a condo that I rent out to a tenant, and it is ugly. And I'm saying it's ugly because of the paint job. Because the previous owners, right, they wanted to do a retro theme, right? So it's all like black and white tiles. They did all this, like really. It was just like a horrible setup. They had like orange paint, green. Um, yeah, it looked absolutely god awful. Um, which is like terrible to say because it's actually it's my condo. It's like what I'm supposed to be living in, and it's just like when I first got it, I was like, ugh. But it's just like at that point in time, like, what am I gonna do? I was like, well, I have it. I'm not gonna be living in it for a while, so sucks to be you. I should have just saved my time and just fucking did have everybody go down here. So what are you saying? Is there people were bohemian heathens and they wrecked up the place with their complete lack of sense of style? Hey, the only thing I would say is that I liked personally was the track light that they had in the kitchen area. That would be the only thing that I really liked, but yeah. Otherwise, it was horrible. The whole thing was horrible. But hey, everybody has their taste. Like I like a more like natural tones and everything like that. I'm not really one for like super deluxe. Oh boy, we're getting a lot. Oh crap! Holy shit on a brick. Um, you didn't realize we're flooding out the damn colony. Yeah, we're flooding the whole damn colony. 1.95, 0.9. Fine. Fine. We're fine, everyone. 0.9. It's fine. Like me, I'm more like I prefer like wood. Different styles and colors of wood. I prefer more earthy tones like greens and stuff like that. But that's my own personal taste. Like if obviously if I ever move into my condo or like redo my room, I do in more of those style colors too, right? So you can say I'm weird, and I'll fully admit to that. Honestly, I feel like we're chopping down trees for absolutely no reason because I feel like we have so much wood right now. Like Look at this. Treated planks. We got large pile of logs. Like we're out of metal completely. I have to get this. This is going on over here. Why these are being... Can't get all the required material because of the metal blocks. That's why we're not getting all the... yeah, metal blocks are holding us up right now. So this, and this has to be built. Slow... Actually, no. Yeah, we can high prioritize you. Well, you need metal blocks as well, so we'll low prioritize you. But we'll try to get these. Or is there any in here? Okay, no goods in stock. So let's get rid of these. No point in having those. Go back over here. Okay, good. Metal blocks is holding that up. Metal... Now, this is where we need, like, metal now. Because now we're kind of slowed down because we need metal. Which will... Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, we don't need a throttle valve over here, right? We just need a... Yeah, we don't need a throttle valve. We need the regular fill valve. We probably just need one of these in a levee. I'm happy with that. We'll see how that goes. How we doing over here? Let me guess. I gotta get a logger further down. I feel like I kind of lost focus on what the hell I'm supposed to be doing. Get rid of that. Because we were working on this. But again, the metal blocks are what's slowing us down now. So we really got to get this stuff going. Like, this is the highest priority stuff right now. Not really these, because we don't have the resources for these. That is important. But if they keep dumping stuff over here, I don't need that stuff right now. Because we're just slowed down by metal blocks now. Like, I think they're just trying to prep this whole area, but I don't, like, I need the metal blocks. Just go over here, work on this stuff. Which, okay, so we got a couple beavers already working. Fantastic. Because then we got to get this going. So that we can get the stuff over here quicker. And then... we can make gravity better, scrap the ruins, don't flood the village. Exactly. Hey, we are in the process of making the gravity batteries. That's fantastic news. You know, like it's already in the process. I'm actually thinking about getting rid of these. I don't think I need all this superstructure that I put up here. I think I went a little too crazy with this, and it's just not needed. So we're just gonna delete all that. Be very careful not to delete my power. Because then I can take this and run this way. Like so. And really, I could just do a... Am I going to be low enough? I'm going from a top-down view, and it was going to just go like that. Then we can do from this way. Then we can lay down a whole bunch of dynamite. Dynamite the shit out of it. It's all clean water, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal. I was using triples? Yeah, I was using triples. And that way, as you can see here, we're not wasting time. At least these are charged again. Turn that off. How are we doing up here? Okay, this is going in. Just going in very slow. Because if we can get this building in and that zipline pylon, right? Then we can have a more steady flow of stuff. I thought we had more metal blocks. I'm completely shocked that we didn't have that many. Okay, no goods. So that these are done. Put those down. I really got to create like a flow gate here, I think, to try to back this up at least a little bit. I should actually get rid of this too, now that I think about it. Like, it's kind of pointless. Yeah, you know what? We're going to get rid of this. This too. Gonna get rid of these. Just gonna bring this all back, because then we will do a bridge. How big is this? So this is a 6. Do I have a 3? 3 and a... Get rid of that. 3. That's spatter dock. I think what I was doing over here was creating more warehouses. Let's just do that. Then we're gonna have to do a thing here. Here, and then here. Nope, that's a little too high. I just realized that. How hard? Like so. And then we got to do another layer up, which will require a 3. Like a saw. And then we got to do here. And over here, I'm really digging these curved pieces. Allows us to save at least a little bit of space here. Then we can do that there, and we can throw in a small warehouse there and throw some cocktails. And we can do some more of these. Hello, my lovelies. What else do we got? I guess we can do potatoes. Well, chestnuts. We'll do chestnuts. We don't have a lot of space for that, but we can do that. Yeah, see, this is what I was worried we're gonna. Well, at least we're getting power. Like, it's going in both directions, so that's fine. Gears. We have gears working, don't we? Turn you off. Got the smelter going. Got the wood workshop. Do we need to do pine resin anymore? Like, is it for anything special? Okay, we do have treated planks, but we got a whole ton over here. So let's turn that workshop off. This is creating the metal blocks that we need, so we need to keep that running. Unless we can do that. We can put 2 of those up. Got plenty of explosives. We might be ending up turning the explosives off pretty soon. Let's turn one of the explosives factories off, and I did see the indicator. We had, I think, another drought coming along. Okay, very good. All right, very good. We got this loop back in. This is supposed to go. Why did I do this here? This will go up there, right? Oh, because this is supposed to go down here. That's right, that's right. And you're supposed to go up here. It's taking a little bit longer because now they got to go around. Ah! That's gold. Oh, that's good. We got that going. We got the points for that. That'll be the next order of business. Just going to keep that as that priority for now. Okay, so we got this loop going. Basically, this is coming all the way down here. I really need to get this one piece in, because then the metal will come down. I guess it could go either way, now that I think about it. Let's see, they got, these guys are working down here too, which is fantastic. We got 0 people that are currently doing nothing. All right. Well, I do have you guys' attention. I do want to bring to the fact that my Mondays are kind of slowly screwed up right now. I don't know what I'm going to be doing for my Mondays. because currently this month I'm taking a class to learn Adobe Audition a little bit better. So that's every single Monday night for this month. So I got to talk to the boys to see when they want to play games, and see if we can kind of reschedule it for a different day, so we don't have that issue where it's just kind of clashing together, you know. So yeah, so stay tuned for that. I will get it back onto the schedule for a Monday night live stream nights, but for right now, until May, I am pretty much not going to be doing a Monday night live stream unless it's way late or way early. But usually, like I usually say, my Monday nights I play with the boys. But I think Sin, he got a better schedule. So that's going to be, what is this? Trout. So he's going to be, that's his schedule changed up too. So we're trying to, I got to talk to them and see how we're going to do this. Seriously, guys? You had one job. Okay, we got a drought. Technically, I could leave this open. We got a 5-day drought, right? And it will just slowly and meticulously just fill this up. Yeah, let's do that. That was point 0.9. 0.95 and just 0.1. Yo, guess what? You're banned. Florida Man 9. Yeah, my thought process is that, so I'm, for those that don't know, good selected. Oh yeah. For those that don't know, I am learning voice acting, or I'm actually trying to do some voice acting. And one of the things that I have to use for voice acting is Adobe Audition. Basically, that's my editing software for that. So I what I'm learning is that I might not know all there is need to know about using Adobe Audition. Now, I don't say I don't know everything. I don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. And if everybody it says they know everything, that's a lie. So what I'm learning to do is try to like speed up my editing, right? So when I'm auditioning for things, or when I'm recording stuff, I am basically just running along that to do the editing quicker. So that's what I'm kind of doing with that. That's why I'm taking the class, and I actually it's my instructor. He's actually very good. I'm actually really enjoying my time with this instructor. He even actually pointed me to actually one problem that I thought I had resolved, and that's basically my microphone. Now, for those that don't know, I have a Elgato Wave DXLR, which is it's a powered microphone, 3-pin microphone. It's not like the typical USB mic, right, where you can buy off the shelf and everything like that. It's a little bit more heavy duty, right? And he said that this type of microphone is not good for what I'm doing, right? It is not right, right? So he recommended for me to get a different microphone that is actually not really that much expensive. To pick that up instead, because that this mic is probably hampering my ability to do voiceover work. So I did order one online. I actually took a look on eBay as well. They're honestly really not that much on eBay. Like they're just kind of the same amount of money on eBay. So, but anyway, so I'm picking up that mic. I'm going to be using that mic from now on. Because one of the things I have this huge styrofoam box basically sitting on my desk. It's supposed to be a portable recording booth, right? And he's like, honestly, I think you don't even need that. And so that's so I'm getting this newer mic. It's the same type of style, an XLR. It's called a shotgun mic. Basically, it records directly in front of you, right? So that's the mic I'm gonna be getting. And honestly, I got a couple different mics laying around. I got like a Yeti mic, a Blue Yeti mic. I got my old Elgato Wave mic and everything. Those are all gonna go and disappear. I'm gonna get rid of them. I'm gonna sell them. Just for the simple fact that I don't, if I'm not going to use them, no point in me keeping them around, you know? So it just kind of makes sense. I really should get another freaking thing over here in Gear Factory. So that's, he actually asked me to record some stuff like right away, because he thinks that, the box is also hampering me, which if you guys are listening to me right now, I'm actually talking without the box on. Now, for those that don't know, the box or what it is, it's called a portable sound booth or a portable recording booth. It's supposed to like be able to give you a chance to like record on the go, right? And I figured that was going to be my solution to getting my noise floor, which is, for those that don't know what noise floor is basically it's the background noise. It's basically the ambient noise that's in your room at any given time. So basically, if I'm sitting here and I'm recording and I'm not talking, everything you hear in the background is the noise floor. So the slight creaking, maybe some like little tiny bits of noise. We're not talking about background noise like somebody talking in the background. That's a completely different bag of bolts. Um, we're talking about like literal like ambient noise. So like if you're sitting in your room and you're not talking or anything, you're just like listening to everything that's going on around you, like with nobody talking or anything. That's floor noise. So that is something that I've been struggling with to get rid of, quite a bit. In fact, I kind of bounce around negative 47 decibels, and really it's the last 10 decibels that I need. Basically, let's say when I do audiobooks, I'm going to use audiobooks as the reference here because that's what I do and that's what I know. With audiobooks themselves, at least with ACX, they want the audio to have a noise floor of negative 60 decibels. And I basically was artificially creating that with the software that I have with the Audition. So I'm hoping that just a couple little tweaks in my room, I'll be able to solve this issue about the noise floor itself. And I can be on my merry way. But yeah, so what that means about the stuff I was talking about in regards to the whole Audition thing, it's actually it's part of that. You know, it's just part of that whole Audition thing that I'm going to be taking multiple days. I am kind of trying to save up to do some more like regular classes with people. The one guy I want to do it with is Dave Fenoy. And he does like character voices and stuff like that. So I really want to save up for him. In fact, my birthday is coming right around the corner, so I'm gonna try to save up some birthday money to do a class with him, even if it's group class or something, just so I can kind of get better understanding, because that's something that like they pretty much tell you if you're taking a class with a specific voice actor, right? After a time, they'll be like, "Okay, I think you're ready. Let's get your demo together." Or I can technically pay somebody to help me put a demo together or something, you know, which I'll probably end up doing because don't get me wrong, like to work things, but I'm not like super deluxe on things either. Are we good over here? Did we put bombs down over here? Oh, we did. Better good. There we go. Oh yeah, you age in a couple of weeks or so. Congrats on not dying so far. Don't want to jinx it. Don't say that. You know, I already have some issues going on in my head. Let's see here. Why are you guys too far from district center? Okay, that's easily solved if I go like that. Yeah, I'm becoming old. Another year older. Another year of not dying. And actually, one of the fixes that the guy told me to do, you get this. So he was basically telling me that I should get an acoustic panel and have it above my desk for recording to help reduce the noise floor, right? And so it's kind of funny because like I have to like run things by my parents. I live at home, guys. It's just kind of how these things go. But I live at home right now, and like I was like, yeah, he was telling me that I have to like put an acoustic panel in, and he's like, oh, where do you have to do it? I'm like, well, he wants me to hang it above my desk, and my dad's like, no, you're not gonna do that, and I'm like, Dad, and he's like, well, is this paying you? It's the same argument over and over again, and I feel like it's saying to my father, I love him to death, right? And I understand what he's saying. It's um because it's like if you're going into any industry, right? You're gonna have to study, so you're gonna have to pay for books. You're gonna have to pay for equipment or tools or pens and pencils and all this. This is all part of the industry I'm trying to get into. So it's just like, yes, it is kind of expensive. There is a setup cost, but this will help me in the end. Um, yes, generally, I don't want to be paying like a lot of money and go through this whole construction cost either. But at the same time, it's just like if this is what I need to do to kind of get a further leg up in the industry, I will do it. In fact, let me see. I gotta see something here real quick. Um, Native English. I haven't checked this. Delivered. Okay. Okay. All right. Sorry, I was just checking my profile real quick. I haven't checked it all day. See that actually happens a lot to me too. Oh man, I got so many things going on. I haven't forgotten about my woodworking channel. In fact, I'm actually testing out a couple projects so that when I do it, I actually have a template that I'm working with instead of kind of like winging it. Um, in this day and age, that's not so unexpected. The notion of a multi-generational home may get land in North America. Well, we used to. You got to think we used to have multi-generational homes all over the place. That's how a lot of big southern communities, like these southern mansions and stuff, had their families. That's how it is. Your son and daughter lived with you. That's how it used to be. Um, and we kind of went away from that because that's you you bring this up, but that's how it used to be, a multi-generational home. Everybody lived on the estate, and then they like paid to do extensions or whatnot to the estate. um and it did go away for like a little bit at least, because the housing market actually became so much better for new homeowners. you know the market was there for the new homeowners to come and buy their own house and to live on their by themselves. And it was fantastic. But with the how it is right now, right? We're talking about how it is right now. Nobody can afford it anymore. It is quite literally, the housing market cannot be afforded to live in a single home by yourself. In fact, I think that's one of the um, functionalities of failure of functionalities within the government itself. Regardless of where you live, if you cannot afford to live by yourself or with somebody else or whatnot, you basically are. It's ridiculous. I think that notion went away when the practice of having the family business to hand off to the children started to be supplemented by working in urban centers. Well, yeah, that was that's a whole another bucket of bolts if we kind of look at that and just start traveling down that rabbit hole, because you got to think, that's that's where, because that's that's what happened with a lot of small towns. You know, I'll fully admit to that. That kind of went away because of that's where businesses were. That's where you went to get a job. If you lived in a household or you lived in a certain area, and there was no jobs locally, basically you couldn't do a job, or there was no call for that job anymore. Then what were you to do? You basically moved on with your life. You moved to a different location and such. It's upsetting. Yes, I agree, but at the same time, it's just that's how the ball bounces. Um, because in the long run, you're not. It's just not going to happen anymore. So, because a lot of the industries that we were all looking at, right? They all went away because there wasn't call for it either. Like, for instance, we don't have shoe fairs. Like in where I live, nobody rides horses. We have maybe one or two areas specialized in that, but then they have somebody on hand that already does it. So it's just like, I'm not going to go into a shoe fairing business, or I'm not going to be a cobbler. You know, those businesses went away because there wasn't a call for it, because everything went into manufacturing, um, right? And so everything went into manufacturing. So and manufacturing basically took over those family businesses. They said, okay, well, we're going to make this quicker and faster and cleaner and all this other stuff. Like even with automotive stuff, right? All that automotive stuff, stuff out of Detroit. Um, or even some other major metropolitan areas. Technically, all that can go out of business. That can go away because a lot of it went into automation. You know, we got robots basically putting things together. Yes, we still have people manually controlling those bots and everything. Not saying that there isn't a call for that, but it's like even computers now, right? A lot of it's going to automation because that's what it's called for. I can simply buy a bot to run my machine to do X Y Z. You know, I don't need to pay a guy 10 figures to do all this. You know, and that's what basically pulled a lot of things out of the countryside, you know, because it was just, it came down to the fact that a lot of those jobs that were locally done are now being mass produced and done somewhere else at half the cost or half the price, you know. So now I might not be right. I'm gonna say that now. I never say that I know something definitely. I never say that, right? Because I can always be wrong. So whoever, if anybody wants to correct me, they're free to correct me down below in the comment section or right now in the chat. So, but this is what I believe, you know, because it makes the most sense, right? As ages go by and we get more and more automation and stuff, it just comes to the fact that what can be produced the quickest and the fastest, right? That's where everything ends up going to. So like there's always going to be call for some manual labor jobs, right? Plumbers, welders, uh, HVAC technicians, some mechanics and stuff like that. But it's not as much calling as it once used to be. I guess that's what I want to say, you know? There's no real, because a lot of it is now automated back to somebody working on X, Y, and Z. And, a lot of people went into tech, you know? And that tech took over a lot of jobs. And now tech is being taken over by more AI driven jobs, which, granted, that there is a slight bit of decline on that now. A lot of people are seeing the limitations of AI and how it doesn't implement well in a modern workforce, or the current workforce. So that is a kind of a moot point as well. So that's a whole different set of bucket of bolts as well. We are slowly doing this. I need more gears. Where's my gears? Yes, do that. Prioritize that. We got the metal blocks going. All right, I'm going to try to get some more people over here. Like, I think I need another builder slot. That's what I need. Hauling post. Yeah, let's do another builder slot with Slap-a-Dappa right over here. I priority that. Try to get some more people in there. And that leads to like all sorts of different things. Like for instance, now the issue is that we don't have enough people to hire into certain industries, but at the same time everybody's requiring to like have a certificate or a license or some other nonsense, and it's just like we kind of got rid of all those apprenticeships and stuff like that. So you might have a piece of paper that says you can do the job, but not that you know how to do the job. Which is again a whole different set of bucket of bolts, which I think is bullshit. You know, especially since I'm hunting for jobs and everything like that. But it's, again, I think that is a whole separate bucket of bolts. How much explosives we have? We have decent. I'll turn that explosives factory off for now. Anyway, so that's how I feel anyway. So it's just could be wrong, could be true. I have no idea. Let me know down in the comments section. Let's tune that back just a little bit. I want to try to increase the flow into here. God damn it, we got another drought coming up. At least we got a lot of water over here. What are we doing over here? Should just wait till that gets filled. Then we can do an epic thing right over here. What is this? Can't get all the... we need planks. Do we not have enough plankers? Or are we just chewing up the planks quicker than we actually... Alright. Let's throw down another plank thing. Where is it? Lumber. But as far as generational homes, right? I feel like that kind of went the way of the dinosaurs when we were looking at, you know, individual, like, I can afford to live here type of situations, you know, that I can pay to do X, Y, and Z, or get paid to do X, Y, and Z at different locations, you know. And it came back to that whole thing of, like, a lot of the jobs that normally somebody would be doing are not required that much anymore in certain areas. I really gotta... There's this automation system. I really gotta detonate timer. Power meter. Weather station. I really gotta try this. And see how I can automate this. How am I gonna do this though? Well, if I do a bridge over here, because then I can do something with this, right? Probably gotta have like a double input or something like that. Flow sensor, depth sensor, relay, lever. I think what I'm gonna do put that there. Because then we can remove all the pathing up here. But we will reuse it for some this automation stuff. Which I kind of really want to get into next time around. So it's basically I just got to get this set up first though. Damn it. Like I got so many things that are high priority. And I feel like it's not getting done because we're kind of low on shit. Mostly scrap metal, which we're burning through very, very quickly. I guess if it really worst comes to worst, I can just scrap like a bunch of these and just make a simple wooden connection. Because these don't require metal. They just require wood gears and paper, which is much more sustainable. Large pine. Treated pines are going down quickly, too. What are we doing over here? Yeah, I think we gotta back off on this stuff. Like, these are all taking 10. Like, is it just everything else that we're needing? We're basically needing gears, right? Yeah, all this just requires gears. So we're missing gears. Gears need to be created by logs and planks. So that's basically easy to do. Do we need anything specific? Yeah, no, that's all wood. Okay. All right, cool. We're catching up. We're catching up on there. All right, cool. What is this? Okay, so we're catching up on everything else. We got a drought going on. Let's go over here. We'll plug. I just got to remember it's 0.6. Go over here. Kill that. Go over here. Just back that off a little bit. Get that. We got 10 unemployed beavers. That's not good. Do we need any more treated planks? How many treated planks do we have? We got 19. Alright, wolves. Don't think... I know the staircases needed treated planks. Oh, you dumb idiots. Swear to God. Hot damn, it's only 8 p.m. My eyes are already getting heavy. What's a big project you're working on? Nah, I am still working on the batteries. We have a hold up on the gears, though. That's the situation here. That's what our cap is. So we're trying to get another gear workshop down, but we don't have enough planks. So we're working on getting the planks done. So I built another planker, and which is still working here with the lumber mill. Like these are all prioritized by haulers to keep moving shit. Meanwhile, I still got 4 unemployed beavers, which are waiting for planks over here as well. Yeah, right? Yeah, that would be a fantastic game. I gotta do a live stream of that too. Basically, I gotta set a day for that just to fucking sit here and like stare off into space or something. Because I can't do much more on that one on Mon Magul. That's pretty much done and over with, you know? I literally have that one thing. I might just set it to run, like, on a weekend, you know? and just if I'm not doing anything else, just have that running. So these guys are clearing this out. That's good. I think we're caught up with this because I think everything else just requires wood. Yeah, gears are as matter of wood. So get these two guys out. Okay. Yeah, but I'm actually looking at setting this up for a bit of automation. That might be done in the next episode, depending on what is going on with this stuff over here. Which I feel like we're almost done. I might still take a bit of time here because we do need gears. Gears is the only thing that's slowing us down. So if I really go ball to the wall with this, like we got another gear, then another wood shop. We may be able to transfer a lot more trees over. We've been using up a lot, like we have a lot of tree storage already. Like I don't think we need to do that. At least not right at this second. Wait, can you guys cut up? We'll see if they do anything. Ugh. Bata, bata, bata. I wonder, can I make a simple one over here? Chronometer. Time range, working hours, non-working hours. Okay, so that's how a chronometer works. Weather station? Drought. Then I guess we can do... I don't... Is there a way that we can connect this with, like, wires or something? Not enough research. Damn it. Well, I'm assuming contamination would have to be connected to, like, over here, right? So, how do I need to do this? Can I put it up on a... If I put you over here... Like so... This is just more of a curiosity than anything else, honestly, but we'll see how, nope, how this goes. And we got another boot. You're banned. I just realized I don't know how I'm going to get to... Oh, no, we can get to that. Automate. Weather station. Okay. Off. On. I think that's right. We'll see how that goes. Automate contamination sensor. Off. I'm assuming it goes like that, right? Right. Okay, so weather station. So when it's on, it's that, and when it's off, it's that. I don't know what this does. I don't know what this means. Turns an input signal into an API endpoint, and webhooks calls whether that will... Okay, hold on. This... An API controlled lever. Humans left a lot of these lying around. So... I'm assuming that we could use this for something? I need $5,000 worth of research. We'll come back to that. Oop, a little bit of flooding. Okay, off and on. Of course, gears are my slowdown right now. Wooden gears. Okay. Well, we're almost there. We almost have this connected together. It's just that we didn't have enough gears. That's the slowdown right now. The gears. Also, why do we have a ton of water still coming over? Okay, good. I need to see. There we go. Uh, Let me save real quick. So I think it was Beaver Town. So just in case something happens, hit that. Okay, this might not be the right one. I might have to do just a manual valve here instead of that. Like, we probably don't even have to do a manual valve or like a fill valve. We might just have to do a, whatchamacallit, just like a floodgate and just keep it up. Have a 24-hour work time for 7 days or... Oh, crap! I completely forgot. Oh, I am so sorry, Beavers. I did not mean to do that. I totally forgot about that. I am so sorry, guys. You will go to 0.95. Okay, we got a couple beavers that are injured. But they're fine! They're fine. We don't talk about the incident. We got power. We just have to get the shaft down here. Like, this is a huge holdup now, right here. Fucking gears. Let's go down here. Yeah, gears is holding everything up right now. We got a lot of lumber mills going. We still got a shit ton of lumber, do we? Let me double check that. 382. We have 382 lumber. We're getting 11 planks, where we are bouncing around 11 planks, and we got a single gear. My dear God. I don't think we need any more paper. He's still making paper. I'm going to pause the paper mill. Explosives. I think we're going to have to turn you back on. Because we're going to need some more explosives. See, we got all these batteries. They're not hooked into anything right now. Right now they're just doing nothing. But we got a lot of power coming through here. We got these stations and everything, you know? Bloody slave driver. Hey! They worked it happily. That's their fault, not mine. Do I need any more scrap right now? I don't think so. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I know, I need gears. And it's the thing is, we're using paper for just about, not paper, wood for just about everything, the logs. So, see, we got to take the logs, we got to bring them over here. We got to send them through the lumber yard, which will create our planks that we have. Then we go from the planks to the gears, right? That is taking a bit of time. I got a little bit of hiccup here. But yeah, that transference is causing us to slow down a bit. Of course, these need all the bombs. Okay, turn that off. Like, we're getting enough power to lift these up, obviously, from this system right here alone. Right? But it's not really being pushed to this area. You know? Because we need all these stupid gear setups over here that I have going on. If I get rid of these two, I can probably save... I'm not really saving gears. I'm saving paper and planks. And these are all 40 planks apiece. Can't get all the required... Why can't you get all the required materials? It's just the gears, right? It's just the gears that's holding everything up. It's just the gears that's holding everything up. Keep barking! We need more people. Of course, this gear factory is closed down, so I'll just pause that. Think we need more people. So let's look over here at our little constructed home. So let's do how I'm going to do this. Well, if I went... Can't strand people up here. That's the thing, damn it. If I get rid of this bush, right? And then I went and I did put another house back here. Right, if I do like another triple lodge. Like so. Because I can do that. Oh, that's not going to give us enough space, is it? I can do that there. Let's see, we're not getting the most benefit out of that. Well, I can throw one back here. That's flush. I can throw you here? I think I can. Right? Because then it gives us two options to get up here. So we can do this staircase, spiral that way. We can do this. We'll get rid of this. Go over here. Then we can do... Basically, we can bring this... No. Yeah, we can do this. Do a simple path this way. Simple path that way. Then we can do... Since this is going up... We can bring this to this. Because we can throw over here... I think we can throw over here. No, we cannot. We can throw you, a mini lodge. Oh, nope, no, never mind. I was going to throw a mini lodge on top of that, but it's probably just best if I go, like, do another one of the big things, and then we go like this. I don't think I'm not going to be able to make it now, ain't I? Well, unless I do... Yeah, I could go this way. So that way, flip that way. Get rid of you. And you. And then we can do... I know this is not obnoxious. Then we can do that way to there. Then this just requires another spiral. And then over here we can do a nice little simple decoration. Well, this one will have to be a little bit bigger. Like so. And... Oop, wait. Damn it. Wrong roof. Get rid of that. It would have to be this one. And then we'll throw another house on top of here. And then we'll throw another decoration on top of you. Make you all nice and hunky-dory. We'll throw a... That. Gonna make it look nice over there. Can throw you back over here again. What is with all these people? Like, what the hell happened? Okay, cool. Our AI mod grabbed them and chucked them into the ocean. Do 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 bomba dee dee do 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 body dee dee do 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 do. There we go. Okay, couple little statues. Let me get out of here before I put too many things down. How are we doing? Wow, they've been busy. Okay, so I wanted to do this over here. While they're fussing around with all the dynamite and stuff, let me get rid of this. Let's just... I think we can just do a clear path this way. Oh, it doesn't matter because we got obviously two ways to do this. Then we can do a contamination sensor. Right? Threshold is greater than that. Then this can do sensor 2 off 4.9 on that 0 and you to sensor there to flow unlimited. So if we go back down here, what are you? Why did I have you out in the middle of nowhere? I have no idea. Let's get rid of this, because this stuff is not needed then. I thought I had to have things right on top of each other. Apparently I don't, because everything's wireless. Pick that up. Automate. Sensor 2. Correct. Sensor 2 on, all the way down. And then, see this we will have an issue with, right? No, it's fine. Well, see, that's the thing. If I have a drought, I kind of want to stop the water from flowing this way, right? Because we want the water to constantly go this way. But I can only put one sensor on there at a time. Kick the kickbox, yeah. Yeah, we only can put one sensor at a time. Okay. You know, we'll just do that with contamination. This will be the drought one. This will also be the weather station. So on will be all the way up. Off will be that. Can I throw an indicator light over here. So we can kind of show a warning when switched on. Okay. Same thing here. These are progressively going. We're actually at 25 gears over here. This hasn't gotten any gears yet. Neither has this. I think as soon as we can get through the batteries, we'll be good. There is a thing over here. Flow sensor, depth sensor, relay, chronometer, weather, power meter. Okay. Then we can, does this have to be next to something? I think it has to be plugged in. Fucking shit on a brick. I guess I can throw it, can I throw it over here? No. I guess that will monitor supply. And if I drop... See, I don't think this is going to work. This ain't going to work for me. Right? Because if you think about it, right? If that meter, right? This meter would have been good for if I didn't have the wind turbines. You know? But we do have these big wind turbines, so that's fine. Yeah, because if the gear supplies... Well, I guess if I figured out how I can automate this on and off, right? But that's the thing. We kind of want them constantly charging, right? And with these, the way we have these, the wind turbines and the water and everything, it basically does itself. Why are you so slow? It's because yeah, okay. But we're getting there. We're getting there. We got 31 out of 40 gears, 40 out of 40. We need like a ton of gears. Okay. How are you? Is it because of this? Probably because of this, ain't it? Let's do another new zipline station. Throw you on this side. Because then we'll do connect that. 2 over here. Well, this is actually a good time because our contamination, since not contamination, our drought is coming up, and we do have. Well, the weather station's still not up and running. It needs gears. Everything needs gears. God damn it! That's annoying. Drought approaching. Don't talk to it, and maybe it'll just walk on by. I know. Well, I guess if I really want to try this automation thing, we can kill this. Just lower priority on this, like so, and hopefully they build this before the drought comes. I just want to see if it works. Come on. What's a hold up on gears? We got so many people working on gears right now. So many people. Let's just take a look over here. Well, that's almost done. That's not really what I'm looking for, but okay. See, the good thing is we can actually expand this out over here, right? Just take it all the way back. Because then we can increase the reservoir up here. That is if we want to. I don't think we're going to do that. Seriously. Can't get all activate early? Okay, 1 hour early. See, this also detects bad tide, too. So, should I do it on bad time or drought? That's the question here. Of course, so we're not going to get any of the automation. We got a fucking light down over here. That's what we got done. I'm assuming this is greater than or equal to 5%, then it will do that. Honestly, I feel like this whole system's kind of weird. I think what I'm gonna have to do is basically go and play with the automation on like a whole video and see what it all does, right? Try to go into like one of those free play modes and just see like, okay, well, this does this, that does that, to just better understand it. Maybe we'll do a video like that so that we don't, so we know how each one of these things do. These are contamination barriers. Why are you not blocking it? Is it because of that? Is it because it has to go all the way around? Is it going around these things? I never understood these contaminations. Like, do I gotta go haul and haul like so? Do we have to go this far up with these? I have no idea. Is this one thing over here causing issues? I have no idea. We got that relic. I could start working my way out there. So, like, if I do... Of course, I'm an idiot. I did this. Like, damn idiot. At least we still got some power coming. No, now we got none. Alright, power wheel on. See, this... Oh, okay. That would make sense. If we did... Okay, so if we do... Power meter. If we do this to here, and we do surplus supply is less than 500. Probably gonna switch this around. 500. You will turn on to the power meter. Alright, that's good. I think that works. Then we'll throw another indicator light down here. And that will be the power meter. I'm sure there's a better way of doing this, but hey, that's how I gotta do it. Damn, we used up all the water. You're still waiting for gears. Oh god, oh my dear lord. I'm so sorry, Beavers. I've had you running around for a good amount of time. I do apologize. Okay, you're not needed to work here anymore, neither are you. I guess we can't go up. Well, I'm not gonna go crazy with that. Not worth going crazy. Okay, get rid of that, and all this. Okay, cool. That's the only way we can get them to actually do shit. That's the reason why. They're like holding the whole production up here, man. Like, I need gears. Like, it's not that hard to get gears, right? Like, can't get all the required materials, my ass. We're right there. You can do that. Ah, see, indicator light on. Automate to weather station. Okay. Then if we take a noisemaker, like this, and have it go automate to weather station and make it a chime, right? Same thing with this over here. Make this to the power meter and chime. Unlock the new iron teeth fact. Hey! All right. Kick, I don't know what is going on with you and your chat bots, but my God, I feel like every time I come in here, we get like. Probably gonna have to get the gear heating. I wish, like, at least we got. Now we got the people in here. So. Wait. Oh. Wait. Can I do this like this? I'll leave that on for now. Extractor. We don't need actually two of you guys in here. Just need one. Don't need anybody doing that. Don't need anybody doing that. Okay, so we got more houses. This is almost done. All right, we made some significant projects today. Or processes, I'm sorry. Let's do 2 there. Like, we got a lot done. Kind of, at least. Pick that up. Go over here, do a tour. Like, yeah, we unlocked the iron teeth. We got this system going over here, right? Not really a call for that much scrap. Then we got the mine, which is basically we pause that for now because we need gears, which is basically being the bane of my existence right now. And I'm probably going to have to reconstruct this because now everything's a little lower. I'm going to have to change this power shaft up to go down more. So basically, I just got to go bring it down another layer so that we can get at least a little bit more water out of here. I could possibly, if I get rid of this thing over here, this mess, I can bring it down even further. Or at least bring it down to like an even level. Because I need to go how far down that is. It is 1, 2, 3. That is 3 down. So I guess we can start bringing our asses down. I also want to try to bring it down from a different direction so I don't have to, so I can go over on this side. Because these have to go I'll do that. I'll come out this direction and go down this way. So let's just kind of get this set up. And there we go. Yeah, I know it's too far from the district center, but we're going to have to get this built up. Go. We still got water. We still got plenty of water, as you can see there. I see you, red light. Kind of want to watch this right now because, well, we got 2.21, 2.25. Can I change the color? No. Can I just move you to a different location? No. I'll leave that there because this I'm saying change that because this is already like locked on, you know? Oh, not the power meter. Weather station. Off. On. Think I gotta get more injury beds. Where is that? Medical beds. Also, let's add a little bit more to their colony over here. We can do a special decaler. Yes. And then we can do... Sure. Browse. Oh, that grabs that. Okay. That's not good. A lot of this is, I think what I'm going to do is flush this area with water. This will be the next big project over here. So let's... Yeah, we're going to drain this all down to one layer. Right, so basically... And then we're going to do this. We're not going to go super deep with this. We're just going to go 2. A double. Wasn't I just looking at dynamite? But it's not. There we go. I'm assuming that opened up, right? That looks open. That looks... Okay, cool. So that's working. Here comes the water. Power meter. Do I have that programmed wrong? Is this even on? It's not on yet. Well, that's all connected together. Oh, there we go. It's done. It's done, guys. Look. Is this... It's done. It's actually physically connected together now. Thank freaking... Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. I lied. I lied, guys. Forgot that this is not connected yet. Oh, boy. Oh, No, nah. It's working just fine. I need some gears. Give me gears. Give me gears. Give me the gears. Give me the gears for this. Give me the gears. Hurry up. Give me the gears. All right. There we go. Whew. Okay. So wait, is this charging back up? Okay, so this is charging back up. So what the hell is the point of automation on this? Oh, I would have to do two separate things. Or I would have to do like a weird relay thing. Like, do I have to... See, this is why I gotta, like, play around with the automation. Because I gotta understand how this works. And I don't think I have this right. Because if this is less than or equal to 5, right? Well, if I put it on demand, right? If the demand is greater than... No... Surplus battery charge. Power meter. Just try that. Okay, so if it's not 100%, it turns the battery on. There's got to be a way where we can do multiple of these, right? There's got to be a way. I don't know how. I'm gonna have to play with that. Demand. Okay, we're not gonna do that for the batteries. We'll fuck around with that was on a different date. But we did it. We did it, guys. We got the battery going. Or we got what I want the battery to do. Let's see. So that's going to go 2 down. I'm actually going to do this over here too. I'm going to create like a huge like reservoir over here. I'm going to go over here. Hit this like so. Okay. Okay, and then we can get rid of these. Wrong one. Okay, that's on the schedule. Need another battery. Not battery. Explosive. Explosive. Nope, that's. I need the regular one. Well, not the regular one. The other one. Okay, and this goes all the way to there. All right, cool. All right. That's good. We're good. I think we're good. I really gotta, I really gotta look at doing an episode on this automation stuff that they have over here. I might have to do like an where it's like a free to play where I don't have to pay for shit. So I might have to do that. If you guys are interested, let me know down in the comment sections. I think I'm gonna wrap it up though. I am done for today. I'm tired, guys. I really am. I think I can go, what's it, 2 down? How far is this down right now? That's a 2. What, 1, 2? That's 3. So, 1 and 2. So we need to go, what, down another layer over there? Here. Yeah, but we made some significant progress tonight. We got the power system going. We started playing around with the automation. Again, I think I'm going to do... Because now that makes me want to do an episode on automation for this game. Because to better understand the mechanics behind the automation stuff. So we know how each individual thing works. And like what we should be doing with it. Well done. Yep, all those beavers are going to get a raise. Like, we did so significant amount of things. First of all, obviously we started clearing out this area. We got into automation. We got all the batteries connected. These are all the batteries. All the batteries are connected. We started connecting some new power system stuff, which I will admit, this portion will take a bit of time to do. But, like, we are getting... We're doing good here. Like, this is all connected. It's really just basically doing some odds and ends here. I think we're going to replace a lot of these smaller turbines, smaller wind turbines with the bigger ones. Even though they do cost 20 gears. But I'll give us some time to recuperate. Because we used up a lot of the gears. In fact, we actually used up a lot of our logs too. We are out of logs. That is not good. Let me do some oaks. Oaks are fantastic. Just fill this area over here like that. We got 2 woodcutters. We don't have room. Can we do another one? Like, we really filled everything out. We got a structured plan over here. This will be another water irrigated area so that we can run water this way as well. Keep this hydrated. We can possibly get this area opened up. I wonder why these contamination barriers are not working like they're intended. Because I think it's just stop soil, flow parameter that stops water from leaking through. Like, do I have to do this, like, completely? I remember them being so much easier, though. Is it just because of this end? It could be that end, too. I have no idea, honestly, at this point in time. All I know is that, I just remembered I gotta do one thing right now. Hold on one second. Let's do... How do I want to do this? Guess it really doesn't matter. I can do like that. Throw this up over here. Not that one. This one. Now, these can only be built on the ground. Like, if I take this, see, it gives me a red, but then on the ground it gives me a green. So it looks like some of it's working. You can tell like in this corner. So I feel like it's possibly because it's coming around this end, right? Because this is actually touching contaminated area. And maybe the corners count. Because I remembered I do like the last time I did at least the contamination barriers was a while ago when we first came when they first came out with it. So I'm not too sure. Do we even need you to pump anymore? Like, is it needed? Or, well, we're still producing dynamite. How are we doing on the extract? Okay, so we're still producing extract from the bad water. And we need the bad water for the explosives, too. So we do need that pump. If we can get this pump going, we'll be hunky-dory. So we'll do that. Couple of those in there. We'll figure that out. That's not like a huge priority right now, because obviously we got that small little thing. We will eventually actually see. We even got this one over here anyway, so we can just pause this and kind of get rid of it altogether. Yeah, you can see there's contamination right there underneath it too. Because if I do a levee this way, could be the staircase. It could be any number of things, honestly, now that I think about it. Like, if I do that, I should really not use the staircase so much, because that costs significant amount more than the other stuff. Was it just... that will have to do, because that'll still it's work. I guess the corners do matter, because if when these got in, it seemed like it cleared up a lot more, so that's good to know. I thought that was not a important thing, but hey, you know, it is done. I think we're done. I think we're done for today. I don't want to go too much down a rabbit hole, because the next thing I'll know, I'll be up for another 4 hours fiddling around with this crap. This is what happens when you get addicted to a building game like this. It's just like, are you kidding me? But yeah, I think we are good for now. Again, I think I will do an episode like very, very soon, in regards to automation on Timberborn, because that is the newest thing that came out on this release. And obviously that does change a bunch of different things that you would have to do for your colony. Colony. I'm freaking speaking like I'm an idiot. Alright, well, let's do this. Got this going here. We got these explosives. Well, let's do it during the daytime so we can see what the hell we're doing. Actually, it might be... You know what? Let's do this now, because we don't have any beavers nearby. So let's detonate. And... there we go. That was awesome. Get rid of that. Pick that up. That was a good explosive. I like that. I like that a lot. I liked it a lot. Ooh. I don't know if we can get under here. We can try. Can we get underneath? Tell me we can. Yeah, we can. I know, right? That was pretty fun. That was the only reason why I'm doing this is so that we can kind of get more water in here. We're kind of trying to level this out. I think nope. I think I'm gonna have to... how am I gonna do this? Yeah, they can't get all the materials because they can't go down. So I need to do... let's do... what's it? Nope. 2, and then 1. And we'll do just simple staircases so they can get down over here. So we can patch those. All right, well, that is it for today. This was a fun night. Well, it was a productive night, more so than fun, but we got a lot done. You know, like I was saying before, we got the power all connected now. We got these whole bunch of batteries for our system. We got these bigger windmills in, which now that they're all set in, I can now just run the power to these, like so. Okay, that should work. So yeah, and we started playing with automation, which is fantastic. We got some superstructure stuff we're going in right now. It seems like we are progressing actually pretty dang nicely. We did blow through a lot of our logs, so I think I'm gonna have to pause some of these so we can recuperate those. And when I say pause some of them, I mean just about every single one of these things. Good work. I'm sacking out early. Yeah, I'm gonna get hit to hay too. This was definitely a good night. I definitely needed last week off. Kind of burned myself out. So yeah, this was good. This was definitely good. Good night. So I do want to thank you all for tuning in tonight here on Commando Wolf Gaming. Hope you guys enjoy the footage. Beavers get Wi-Fi immediately become terminally online. Town collapses. No, don't say that. I don't need that. I'm just getting everything stabilized. You know, honestly, I could go through the whole thing about, you know, if you want to see some more, to subscribe and do all this other stuff. You know, to go to my Etsy store if you want to see. If you want to get personalized gifts or whatnot, you guys know the drill. For those who are new to the channel, all the links for donation tips, alternative channels, everything is down below. If you do want a personalized gift, I have an Etsy link provided down below. If you want to make donations, you can make donations to the link that's provided down below, or you can go to Rumble, where they have a Rumble wallet, which is a point-to-point system. You got kind of options to work with. We typically stream every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This month, we're not going to be streaming on Monday. I got to talk to the boys about when we will be playing, so that will be a whole nother bucket of bolts that I gotta address in the time that I have. And I guess that is it. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, like, subscribe, and share, spread the love, and I hope to see you guys next time here on Command Wolf Gaming. Bye bye now. Love you all. You all have a nice night. Dejur, get to bed, you lazy bum. All right.